The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Swift. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Twisting away. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Once again, it's Swift. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Darnold and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 here at the 20. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So Sam Darnold, not really known for having the strongest arm in the NFL, but he certainly laid that one out there.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, We should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he'll take this one down near the 15. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On third down, here's a run by Hubbard. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Hubbard is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. So here we go on a third and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. They'll look to run with Hubbard. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Panthers are on the board first here this afternoon. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll be out right at the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. In motion left goes a tight end. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature.
Here's Brissett. He's airing it out for Williams. Touchdown! Jamison Williams is 20. So I'll leave it at... The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
You know, looking for a new quarterback.
The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
This is taken around the 12. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Here's Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
He's going to look deep for more. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there for Carolina. 62 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Again, it'll be Hubbard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Panthers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in what you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week. You must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep him to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A handoff, Swift running to the left. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Right back to Swift again on second down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They'll run with Swift. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. And this is going to be incomplete. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Right back to Hubbard. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 51 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
2nd and 8. Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. And he's got it inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Hubbard again. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. They'll try and run. Here's Hubbard. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Chuba Hubbard from 6 yards away. And the Panthers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the 2nd half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
On the handoff, this is Swift. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Brissett. He's got this complete to Williams. And he is going to have the Lions first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Swift going to try up the middle. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a carry for Swift. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Once again, it's Swift. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The tackle for loss goes to Matthew Ioannidis. Really nice play. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They run out of the gun with Swift. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now it's Swift. And some room to work. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Running is Swift. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Swift. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. On 1st down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A give, running right, it's Hubbard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Hubbard trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Hubbard. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard taking it in from a yard out. And the Panthers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. The Etor Gross Matos there to bring him down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Brissett sets to throw it. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Brissett to throw for it on 4th. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Here we go, here we go.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Right back to Hubbard.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this is good. He was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
This take it in at the goal line. And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And no timeouts at their disposal here, so he gets up and spikes it to stop the clock.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Brissett.
And that is incomplete. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know you got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here's Brissett.
Open man here is Conklin.
And he is going to have the Lions for Brissett.
Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's Brissett. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's C.J. Henderson picking it up. And the Panthers are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnover.